I'm a little bit nervous about it. Not the process, but the outcome. The sound of it cutting into my skin. She compared it to somebody rubbing their finger on like a nail file. I was like, oh, there goes my skin. He said, you look like a boy. You look like a weird, freaky man. Is that as far as it zooms? Color is like on point right now, but literally looks like the exact colors of the moment.
Oh, well. Yeah, how's the audio?
Picture frame. It's hard to tell because the speaker isn't fabulous.
That's why I want to hook up that external.
But it could just be that it was playing through this tiny little. Good morning, welcome to the vlog.
Good morning.
On the new camera.
Is this a better camera sound?
How is it? Is the sound good? Is the quality good? See, now I do feel like it's a little shaky. We're experimenting with these settings. See, like anytime I move.
Tripod.
Yeah, I could put it on stabilization, but that makes it like really zoomed in, so you're looking at me like this. Look how good the focus is on this now. I'm about to head out and do something cool and interesting. Cullen's about to edit him a video. Wait, how can is there a way I can focus on you back there? Oh, look, I switched to you. Now you're focused on Cullen instead of me.
Really? That's crazy.
And now I'm focused on me. Hello, back to me again. Cool. He's editing the video. If you missed yesterday's video, go check it out. Lots of fun stuff in there. We talked about a lot of things, how I got stuck in a tornado at the beach, among one of them.
Oh gosh, yes.
I'm getting used to this thing being on the side here.
I know, it's crazy, it's crazy. You know, when you edit, you edit. I've got to get my editing brain on.
I'm gonna just take a little time and do a little something that I've never done before. I'm a little bit nervous about it. Not the process, but the outcome. It's pretty permanent situation.
I want to know.
Okay, what?
What is everybody's take on it? I mean, I don't know. Are there any long-term side effects?
No. Yeah, it's basically a tattoo. I was thinking when I was gonna make my Instagram story, see my eyebrows? I don't have much naturally. These are my natural eyebrows here. When I was gonna make my Instagram story and talk about it, I was like, people are gonna think, I thought you wanted like a real tattoo. This is not what we thought you were gonna do. That's a whole different story, so we'll have to talk about that later. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, bye. Love you. Hope I don't look crazy when I get back.
Bet you will.
So here's the deal. I hope y'all can hear me with the background noise with the rain. I swear this thing changed back to this beauty setting. Here's the deal. Going to get my eyebrows microbladed, and I've heard of it obviously and seen a ton of people do it and thought about it for a long time. I know I'm not a super like fancy person in general, so I'm not like up to date with the most current trends in makeup and stuff, but I do enjoy personally the way I look and feel more confident when I have makeup on. However, in the summer and whenever, I enjoy not having to put on makeup. I don't enjoy the process of putting it on, but I enjoy how I look with it on. Anyways, my eyebrows are something that I always have to like, you know, touch up or draw in or whatever. I'm not looking to get anything like huge and fancy, which is why I'm a little bit nervous about it. But the girl that I found to do it, I've worked with her on, like when I was first thinking about it, I was like, I just wanna know, I don't wanna just jump into this. And she said, well, why don't you start with just doing like a brow tint and wax? So she just tinted my eyebrows about a month or so ago. I was able to get an idea of like what it would look like, how it would be. And once I had them tinted, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing to just like have my eyebrows look like I have them at all times. So when I was talking to my mom about this and we were talking about my birthday, she was like, I would love to give you that for a birthday present. And I was like, oh, that would be great. Like that works out really well because it's one of those things, like obviously it costs some money and it's not something that I would just necessarily want to spend a whole ton of money on because it's not a necessity, but it's like a nice treat for yourself. You know, sometimes it's nice when somebody treats you to something that you wouldn't necessarily want to spend the money on for yourself. So I'm running almost late, so I need to hurry in there, but I just wanted to kind of give you all the background on what is going to happen, and I can't wait to see how they turn out. This is what they look like now. And then... Okay, and after... I don't want to move around too much, but they're all red and goopy because they have like ointment on them. This is a really interesting process. I've never like known what the process was or how it's done or anything. This one gave her a little bit more trouble, so that's why it's a little bit red. It's a little bit swollen too. It was just not taking the color as well. This one is not quite as red. It's still got some redness, but they're both a little bit swollen. But this one like looks like it's, she was like, oh, it's driving me crazy because it looks like it's poking up a little bit more. but I think it's just because it's swollen. So with any microblading, you do go back in and like, or I say with any, I don't know, with the one that I'm doing, but from what I've heard from other people, you go back in like 6 weeks and then they touch up any areas. If for some reason this one does end up being like a little bit higher than this one, then she can like touch up this one to make them match. It was a really interesting process. It is basically just cutting into your skin and putting tint in there. Technically by like health department standards or whatever, she's considered a tattoo artist, but it's not necessarily a tattoo. It's not like completely permanent. It's semi-permanent. Depending on the person, it lasts for like maybe a year, maybe 18 months. She basically goes in and adds like strokes that look like hairs from what I'm understanding. But so she had to numb me and then put like some cellophane over my eyebrows to keep the numbing stuff on there and let that sit for a little bit. And then I couldn't tell everything she was doing. I mean, she was telling me, but obviously it's hard to like know what's going on. But so she would was wiping with certain stuff. And then as she would make the cuts to put the color in, she would have other numbing stuff that would go in as well. So like it numbed a little bit deeper, but it did still hurt. I mean, you could still feel it. I feel like I have a fairly high pain tolerance in general, and there were times when I was like flinching, but for the most part, it just was like annoying pain. Like if somebody was like scratching you with their fingernail, you know, obviously that doesn't feel good, but you're not dying. It wasn't like paper cut painful. Oh, I left out a step. I should have taken a picture, but I didn't. I had to like map it out. So I laid there and she drew in what shape she was going to do. And then she had like a little string that she made sure everything was like even in every spot, you know, like the angles from your nose to your eyebrow and like this way and that way and middle way, every which way. I'm not a professional at this obviously, but she is definitely as perfectionistic about things like that and symmetry and everything as I am. Super particular about getting it all just right, which was fabulous. So that was a big relief. She would go back and forth and like do a few of the little cuts, which the sound of it cutting into my skin, she compared it to somebody rubbing their finger on like a nail file. I was like, oh, there goes my skin, but it doesn't hurt as bad as it sounds. She'd do a few on one side and then she'd go do a few on the other side. Mentioned how it's helpful to go back and forth from side to side so that you're keeping it even and you're not like doing one whole eyebrow and then trying to match up your other eyebrow with how that looks. There's a lot that I'm leaving out because it was such an intense process. Like it's an art and she is so good at it and so good at doing what she does. Like she had to know exactly which type of color to use and which type of like all the stuff. But then afterwards she let me get up and look at them and I thought they looked really great. She went back over a few spots that I have no idea what this means because I can't imagine what exactly it means, but the color is just not staying. I don't know where it would go. So she had to apply a little bit more color to certain spots. And then at the end, she put some color over my whole eyebrow and then let it sit there for a little bit longer to like make sure it got down in all of the cuts. This sounds like a really terrible process as I'm explaining it. I'm like, all the cuts that are in your eyebrows, it's not a deep cut. Like it's not deep even as deep as a tattoo cut. It's basically the top, just the top layer of your skin. So I have a whole set of aftercare instructions for what I need to do each day. First of all, you can't get them wet at all for the first 7 to 10 days or like till they're fully healed. The first day though, she gave me some of the leftover little paper towels. They're like specifically made to not have little fibers that would get stuck in your skin. And I'm supposed to dab every 30 minutes because the lymph fluid is gonna be like excreting itself out of the eyebrows and you're not supposed to actually have scabs. You're supposed to have like crusts, flaking-ish, but it's not supposed to be like thick, bloody scabs or anything like that. Then that's gonna pull the pigment out when they come off. I put on a timer. I got 4 minutes. So I'll show y'all what that looks like. And then tomorrow morning, I'll start applying Aquaphor. If y'all are interested in this, I'll keep you posted on the process along the way. But it's really interesting to me. I think that they look great. I feel like right now they're like super red. If you're familiar with microblading, they're gonna be like darker now and especially in a few days, then they're gonna be at the end. I need myself and y'all not to freak out that like, oh my lord, your eyebrows are so dark. I think they look good and I think this shape looks really great. She did a great job. So I'll keep y'all posted. I thought this was really interesting and some of y'all might be interested in it too, so I thought I would share. But I'm excited. I'm gonna go in and show him to Cullen. He's probably gonna be like, whoa, hello, eyebrows. But they're gonna calm down. They're gonna calm down. she said to put a little ice like up here. Oh, yeah, I can feel how it's a little bit swollen, but I'm not allowed to touch them. But I can like touch the skin around. I'm getting this light. Maybe I can just do it. I came to the mirror, but so you just dab. Like don't rub, just dab. I'm kind of afraid to do it too hard though. Am I doing this too hard? I feel like when she did it, more stuff came off. Okay, see this one is like leaking more stuff. The other one that I just did Did not have much stuff. I'm gonna do this one like under where I just did the other one. Yeah, it wasn't leaking anything, but this one is like, give itself a hard time, but it is interesting to see me with dark eyebrows. And I also think I'm gonna get used to it. I'm just not used to having eyebrows. Also have eye makeup all under my eyes because my eyes were like running the whole time at the end because I just have like sensitive runny eyes, so.
You good still? Yeah. All right. We're watching this show. Okay.
Can you bring me food roll up?
I'll bring you some snacks.
No, I want a food roll up because I usually have candy.
Okay. Never. Got him picked up from school. He is always wanting a snack. Constantly eating, it seems. Oh, we got one left. Bringing that and this. What are y'all's kids' go-to snacks? Goldfish. Oh, I'll take them some goldfish too. Water. Got them all in here so they can just come in and pick them out when you're ready. Emma, hey big girl. Katie took Gaines to gymnastics. Brooks had another baseball game tonight, but it got canceled because it was storming all night long last night, so the fields are saturated, soaking wet. Just got the video uploaded from yesterday. Check it out if you missed it. Treat ball 30. Oh, get it back on the rug. It gets away from me over there, Toots.
Here's your evening update. It has been a hot minute. It's now, let me just tell you, it is 7:56 and I am getting in bed to talk to y'all. Actually getting in bed because I'm gonna respond to some Instagram messages, and this is your evening update. I'll take these off and show you. They are definitely still a little bit red and like a little poofy swollen. I can't tell. Hold on, let me turn up the brightness a little bit. They're still a little bit like swollen up underneath and above. Honestly, like still a little bit red because that's just how my skin is. Again, you have to remember that things change over the week. I'm definitely gonna keep y'all updated on it. Everybody has been so sweet and wonderful and nice with the positive, encouraging responses on Instagram. For some reason, I was kind of like afraid to post about it and afraid, I don't know, I was just afraid people were gonna be like, okay, that's dumb. But literally almost every single response has been like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I got mine done and I love it so much and you're not gonna regret it and you're gonna be so glad you did. And then the other ones have been like, OMG, I've been wanting to do this. Please keep us updated on the process. So a lot of people wanna know like how it actually goes and kind of a behind the scenes because it is a process. When I started looking into it, y'all know I researched the heck out of everything that I do. Do you wanna give your opinion on this for the video?
Like a boy.
I know. I was gonna tell him. No, I was gonna tell him what the kids said while you pick your nose. The first thing I didn't tell you when Gaines got in the car after school, she said, why are your eyebrows so dark? I don't like it. And then Brooks didn't even notice until I put my hair up in a ponytail. He said, wait, mommy, come here. Let me touch your eyebrows. Did you go see that lady again? I said, yes. He said, you look like a boy. You look like a weird, freaky man. So if you're wondering what my children think about it, they don't like it. But like I said, they do change. It is a process. I researched the heck out of everything. So as I was looking into it, you're gonna flip out that they look not like what you think they're gonna look like. And then they're gonna get too light. And then they're gonna get too dark again. And then you're gonna be like, oh, there they are just after they heal. You go at 6 weeks for a touch up to get any spots cleared up. What were you gonna say?
Hang on, I got one.
Brooks also told me the other day, leave it to kids, they'll tell you the darndest things. I was washing his hair or something, so I was bending down. He was seeing the top of my head. He was like, Mommy, your hair's turning white. I was like, oh shoot, do I have more gray hairs? Because I literally have my one pandemic hair that's gray that came out during the pandemic or the quarantine. I think it's just where it's gotten blonde from the sun, and he was like, it's turning white. Not gotten any color added to my hair. I was gonna say thank y'all all so much. I haven't posted like a picture of them or anything on Instagram, so nobody actually knows what they look like. So y'all aren't like saying that they look so great, but y'all are all just everybody's being so supportive. I don't know why I was surprised. Like Instagram, the internet, it can all just be a questionable place. You just never know what you're gonna get. If people are gonna be like, that's so dumb, why would you do that? Or if people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. I've just been really surprised at the number of people that have said they've had it done too, or that they've been really wanting to get it done and want more information on it. I think it will be an adjustment process to get used to looking. I kind of scare myself when I look in the mirror, and my first response to some people, like some friends that I was sending pictures to, I was like, I feel like I look a little manly. And so when Brooke said you look like a boy, I was like, great, he thinks the same thing. Leave a comment and let me know if you have had this done, if you're interested in having it done, what you want to know about it, if you have questions for me about the initial process. I feel like I explained as much as I could remember. If you have thoughts on it, or if you've done it, what your experience has been. I haven't gotten any messages from anybody yet saying they regretted doing it. Everybody was like, you're just gonna wish you'd done it sooner.
Has anybody ever thought about shaving your eyebrows?
Why?
Like when somebody passes out, you shave their eyebrows?
Well, guess what? If you shave mine, I'd still have something there.
Oh yeah. I found some pictures that reminded me of this after I saw you today.
Is this something terrible? You think it's gonna be funny? I bet it's not gonna be funny. Oh, that is funny. Aw. We'll have to tell Gaines. She started it.
She did. Look at that. She
started the trend. That's baby Gaines.
Look at that. There she is.
Oh my gosh, you look like a baby. That's crazy.
What's it called?
She got microbladed.
But wait, this is what you really look like. Boom. You got the muscles.
Bless that child's heart. This was when Cullen was staying at home with Gaines when I went back to work after she was born for a couple months. And he put muscles on her head. This man has always enjoyed a good creative outlet.
You should have seen how long that took to draw some biceps and then cut them out just perfect and then get them to stick to a baby that doesn't want them on her face.
I want to say you didn't even want to use tape too, because you were like afraid you're going to hurt her or something. I don't even remember what you used. Well, now it makes me feel better about mine. I'm like, mine aren't that dark then.
All right, I gotta go finish cleaning the kitchen.
Yes.
Finish your talk there. You got a date night on Saturday.
I know. I didn't even realize. Didn't even cross my mind for the first time. Fingers crossed.
You're gonna say, I'm here for my reservation. Katie Brauman.
Oh my god.
They're gonna be like, Miss Brauman, table of two.
We haven't been on a date night since March of 2020, along with a lot of other people who haven't been out since then. We went out for my birthday in 2020. We tried to book a babysitter when we got down here, and that was a whole other story. I feel like we've told this in a vlog, but like 3 different people canceled on us within a day before, and then one like 3 hours before we were supposed to leave. So that was a whole different situation. Today, when we were on the way to gymnastics, I was telling Gaines about something, and I was like, yeah, one of my friends has a... And she was like, wait, I didn't know adults had friends. And I was like, okay, it's time for us to do some different things. It's time for us to not do everything with our kids. It's time for us to be okay with leaving our kids with a babysitter when we need to, so we can have an adult life. Because I think it's really stressing me out.
Yeah, I think it's really stressing me out too. And we kind
to not be adults. This could be a whole nother vlog.
Yeah, we'll talk about
this.
No,
what were you going to say though?
We'll talk about it tomorrow. Or the next day.
Did you have just like a little hint to what you were going to say?
About like how it's so easy to get in that monotonous living for your children instead of living for yourself.
Right.
Routine.
Right.
We'll talk about it more.
I did see an Instagram post yesterday that was like, you know, how to best be a parent to your kid. And one of the items on the list was have a life that's separate from your kids. And I think COVID has put a big dent in that, like keeping us from doing that, but also we just kind of allowed it to continue. We literally probably we need to talk about this because it's something I've always felt very strongly about, and I'm not even following my own advice lately with it. So thank you guys for watching, and thanks so much for all the love and support. Y'all are wonderful and amazing. We're just thankful that you're here. We wouldn't be here without y'all. So stay confident and be kind, and we will see you tomorrow.